Hey, what's up everybody? I'm gonna review Kate Flower's vegan low carb day of eating.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna do a low carb vegan what I eat in a day video. If you guys know me at all, you know that I am not a macro fanatic. And I'm definitely not someone who eats super high fat consistently or super high carb consistently.
There's no such thing as vegan high fat, only high oil.
Are eating quite a lot of
What a
carbs.
joke.
And of course, I'm not here to be your dietitian or healthcare professional. I'm just a girl who likes to make YouTube videos and plant-based recipes. So I hope
That's
you enjoy
pretty
today's
clear.
video. Let's get straight into breakfast. Admittedly, I know that this chia seed pudding may not look like much. In fact, it kind of looks a little bit gooey, no lie. But it's also loaded with tons of omega-3s, healthy fats, protein, some chocolate, which is always a winner.
No, you cannot convert the plant fat, the fucking oil, into omega-3s. That's been proven in studies. Don't even bother eating chia seeds, it's just full of phytoestrogens. You're gonna mess up your hormones. In nature, you don't have the choice to choose between a high sugar and a high fat diet. Most of the year, in most parts of the earth, you will have to eat a ketogenic diet. A lot of vegans literally get sick of the high sugar vegan diet, which 99% of them eat, and that's why they try out low carb vegan diets. But they are a joke, because your body wants animal fat and you're trying to replicate animal foods by eating this kind of shit. That only reminds me of literal shit. That's it. What else is it supposed to look like?
And the best part is that it was incredibly easy to make. I prepped it last night, and all I did was blend up the milk base that I used to soak the chia seeds in, and then add some chia seeds to a cup, pour the milk in, shake it up, stir it around if it gets clumpy on the bottom, make sure that it's really shaken up well, let it sit in the fridge overnight. And then I added some almond butter on top this morning, which is already stirred into here now. If you want it sweeter, add some more stevia or some monk fruit or some kind of sweetener. Obviously on a normal day, I would have added maybe dates or something that had some carbs in it to give it that real sugar hit. But since we're doing a low carb day, I added some stevia, and the protein powder that I used was also a sweetened chocolate protein powder. The sweetness is here. There's a little bit of saltiness here from my protein powder as well. And it's freaking good, you guys. All the recipes I make today, I'll make sure to link below. Even if you're not doing a lower
Never use stevia
diet,
or anything like that.
Really
it raises insulin.
Way, I did try and keep
it tricks the body into thinking that you consume sugar. It's even worse than sugar because you've got the insulin there for no reason.
And it's not
terrible.
Keto or anything like that, but on a plant-based diet,
all of the stupid keto people fall for it.
This is my lunch. Clearly I've already started eating it before I remembered to turn on the camera. All I did was take the almonds and the sunflower seeds, which are the base of the tuna, and I soaked them overnight. The next day I drained them, rinsed them, and threw them in the food processor. Process them up until they're small, tiny bits. This is meant to look like tuna or tuna salad. After that, I just transfer that to a bowl. It's super, super tasty. It tastes like something you might get at a raw gourmet restaurant, but better. The avocado in there,
for sure.
It's like perfect. I'm
fake
really
tuna.
Eating and talking at the same time. So freaking
imitating meat,
okay,
nothing new. All of the vegans do it.
My lunch so far were pretty much raw, mostly raw, and I'm gonna have a cooked dinner. So I will see you guys then. This is so freaking good, you guys.
You should watch my Epitome series and see how she looks like without makeup.
Amazing. Okay, so this was really easy to make. All I did was chop up my carrots and broccoli and tofu. I did use some coconut oil when I cooked the vegetables because, girl, when you're trying to do a low carb day, it is hard. So a little bit of oil, never hurt anybody. If you've ever gone out to eat ever, you've had some oil. So stop being afraid of it. I put in the vegetables, I let them cook for about 10 minutes. Added in some salt, garlic powder, onion powder. You can use fresh garlic and onion. Okay, goitrogen from the broccoli. The coconut oil is useless. There's absolutely no nutrients in there. Garlic, onion powder, super mega toxic. You want to destroy all of the microorganisms in your gut? Use that, yes. You want to destroy your brain cells, if you have any left? Absolutely. Garlic powder, great. And if you would like to, I'm a little bit sensitive to it. My stomach doesn't love it. And then plated it, poured on the sauce, added on some sesame seeds, and voila. Deliciousness. And I could definitely eat this for dinner a lot. Every night, possibly. You guys will just have to trust me until you make it for yourself. I don't eat tofu all the time, was the only thing that would stop me from probably.
You gotta understand why these vegans use spices. They hate the way those plants taste. That's why they cook them, put the oil, add all of the salt and all the other spices. Humans naturally hate salt and the garlic powder, obviously. If you would take this much garlic powder, you would, if you're lucky, throw it up. If not, you would literally die from it. It's that toxic. Salt, if you would eat this much of it, then your body would go into shock. This is why people get used to using these tiny amounts. They are nutrient deficient, but at the same time their body is telling them, please stop, this is toxic. This is why nobody eats high amounts of these toxins. Nobody who eats their natural diet craves any of these toxins. When your body is out of balance, of course you will eat all kinds of shit.
Eating it every day. I'm not super sensitive to soy, but I notice if I have it a lot and often, I don't know, I feel like it does kind of tweak my mood a little bit. I don't know if it's the estrogen in the soy or the phytoestrogens in the soy or whatever it is, but I have it occasionally, not all the time. Super worth it today. I love tofu. I wish I could have it every day. This straight up tastes like something you would order at a Thai restaurant. I'm gonna actually go sit down and enjoy this now. I'm actually really full from all the meals that I ate today, but I'm never too full for chocolate. So I made some homemade chocolates. Now, if you guys don't like dark chocolate or chocolate that's a little bit more bitter, you probably won't be into these. I did add some stevia, but you could try adding
a plate of adrenaline. That's all that I see. I wonder if her hair is gray already, and that's why she dyed it that color.
Recipe description.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely dark chocolate, but those are good. And that is all that I'm going to eat for today. I will leave my Cronometer screenshots up on the screen. I'm not going to go over them in detail today, but I did meet all of my nutritional goals, and
definitely
I think I got
not
about 100 grams of carbs.
Okay, energy, calories, irrelevant. Carbs, fiber, yes, that you definitely got. That's why you're constipated and bloated. Fat, mono and polyunsaturated oils. Oh yes, and that's why you're unhealthy. Omega-6s for sure, omega-3s? No way. It's absolutely ridiculous to put chia seeds in Cronometer and expect to get animal fat out of it. We do not convert plant oils to animal fat. You do not get them from some seeds imported from a different country which humans have never ate in history. Saturated fat, it's not saturated animal fat. There's no fat-soluble vitamins which you would get from animal fat. It hardly has any use. Trans fat, probably even more. Protein, I don't even care to get into that. If you don't understand that plants have anti-nutrients that don't let you get to the actual amino acids and break down the plants, then you're a lost cause anyway. And we cannot convert the amino acids to creatine, taurine, carnosine, carnitine, B1, okay, whatever, B2, B3, yeah. Whatever. B6, there's 2 B6 versions which she didn't get, but obviously these websites are all pro-plants, so they leave everything out. B12, she didn't get it, but she injects herself and believes that she gets it that way, but those are actually just toxins. That's why she's so sick. Biotin. Vitamin A. Okay, I don't have to explain to you that there's no vitamin A in plants. She didn't get any vitamin A whatsoever from her diet today. What they believe is that they can convert beta-carotene, for example, to vitamin A. And as I have proven, there's studies, you cannot do that. Vitamin C, alright. Vitamin D, she didn't get any at all. I don't know why it says that. There's no vitamin D in plants, obviously. It's an animal hormone. Vegans do not eat animal hormones. Maybe she takes a supplement, but those are all fake. Vitamin E, alright, there's many versions of it. She didn't get the animal ones. Vitamin K2, of course, it's not even mentioned. Yeah, these sites are pretty funny. It's funny that people fall for it. Calcium, there's no point in getting into the minerals because plants have anti-nutrients that don't let you absorb the minerals. So did she get any of these? Trace amounts, maybe. As much as you need? No way. And this has all been proven in studies. The anti-nutrients bind to all of the minerals. Sodium, that's because of the salt. Otherwise, as a vegan, you're not going to get a lot of sodium. you're gonna get a great imbalance.
The few things you'll see missing are biotin, choline, and vitamin D. I did take those, I just forgot to enter them into my Cronometer. The choline I'm getting from the supplement that I'm taking for my hair. I mentioned that in my video a couple weeks ago about hair loss. And if you're not already following the Freedom Food Instagram page, you should be, because I post before and after pictures, food, recipes.
As I already explained, she didn't get over 50 nutrients. It doesn't matter if you eat a low carb or a high carb vegan diet. Plants don't have over 50 nutrients. Either way, you're fucked. Also, the pictures that she showed of women losing weight on a vegan diet, I assume. Of course, it's starvation. You will be eating yourself. Animal fat and protein. Once you run out and stop cannibalizing yourself, like most vegans, those women will quit veganism. It's always the same story. Right? Thank you for watching.